Hello, and welcome to page 14 and 15 in the Preliminary A Piano Workbook of the Kmusic and Design Workbook series. If you haven't already, make sure to watch the previous videos for this workbook, as they will help you succeed during this video. Also consider purchasing the $5 workbook to color and follow along. Let's start by taking a look at page 14, Learning How to Count. On the colorful left side of the page, we take a look at different types of notes and how long to hold the sound for. The type of note we have been playing in the previous songs is called a whole note. That's this blue one right over here. And the whole note is worth 4 counts, or 4 beats. When we play a whole note, we hold the sound of the note for the full 4 beats, just like this. Sound, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Moving down to the red note, right below our whole note, this is called a half note. It's a smaller whole note with a stem, or sometimes called a stick. This stem cuts the note in half. So instead of having 4 beats like the whole note, we cut it in half to 2 beats. Let's try playing and counting a half note. Ready, and sound, 2. 1, 2. Excellent. Let's split the timing of our note in half again and create a quarter note. The quarter note looks similar to a half note, except the circle is shaded in black. The smaller the beat or count number, the quicker the note will be. For a quarter note, we only have 1 beat or count. Let's try this out together. Ready, and sound, 1. Good, that was nice and quick, wasn't it? Let's move all the way down to the bottom of our page. The nice little timing pyramid. At the top we have our 4 count whole note. When we cut the whole note in half, it creates 2 half notes, both worth 2 beats. And when we add 2 plus 2, we create 4. And let's cut the numbers down even smaller. Let's cut our first half note in half, creating 2 quarter notes. Our 1 plus 1 equals 2. And again on the other side, let's cut our half note in half. Our 1 quarter note beat and 1 quarter note beat. And again we have 1 plus 1 equals 2. If we took away the half notes in our pyramid, we would need 4 beats to create the total of 1 whole note. Let's see if we have all 4 of those beats. 1 beat, 2, plus 3, and another equals 4. Now let's take away our quarter notes and do a little bit of math to create a full measure, or also known as a bar. In most songs, a bar consists of 4 beats, just like the songs that we have played already in this workbook. We need 4 beats to complete a measure. Each measure is separated by a bar line. If I added a half note with its stem worth 2 beats, how many more beats do we need to equal the 4 beats of the measure? If you guessed 2, you are correct. We need another half note to complete the full 4 beats of the bar. Great, let's try another one. Let's start off again with a half note worth, you guessed it, 2 beats, plus a quarter note, which is 1 beat. What do we need to add to equal the 4 beats? You got it. We need another quarter note. Excellent. Let's try out one more, but this time this one will have 2 different possible answers. Let's start with 2 quarter notes each worth 1 beat. What note or notes do we need to add to equal 4 beats? One of the options, we could add a half note worth 2 beats. We add it all together, 1 plus 1 plus 2 equals our 4 that we're looking for. In the second way, we can add 2 more quarter notes, both worth 1 beat. We have 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals the 4 that we are looking for. Let's sidetrack really quick and take a look at this 4 in the corner. Now we know that this 4 represents the 4 beats that are in the full measure or bar. If you noticed in the songs that we have played in this book, there is a 4 underneath the 4 at the very beginning of the song. This represents the type of note that gets 1 beat. And in this case, the 4 means a quarter note. Any time that you see a time signature of 4 over 4, this means that there are 4 beats of quarter notes, just like our example. This time signature can consist of any group of notes that equals 4 beats. Let's try counting this group of 4 quarter notes together in our 4/4 time signature. Let's start on this first quarter note and move to our right. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's try out this group of 2 half notes. We're going to have sound on count 1, 2, and again on 3, 4. Here we go. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. And our last one, our whole note, which is worth 4 beats. We're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how we're going to count that one. So our sound starts on 1. Get ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Now that we know how to count notes, let's talk about our silent rests. Every note has a rest that is the same timing as it, except rests are quiet. This first rest is called a whole rest. Same as our whole note, they are both worth 4 beats or 4 counts. I like to remember this one as somebody is digging a hole. I'm trying to dig there. Go. This one is worth our 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. Moving down to our half rest. Same as our half note, worth 2 beats. 1, 2 beats. I like to remember this one as one of those old fancy hats, the top hat. So we have a hat rest. And lastly, for our rest we are learning in this video, the quarter rest. Similar to the quarter note, is worth 1 beat. This is our fancy squiggly line rest. Or also our sideways Z with a C, worth 1 beat. Let's go down to our measure. We're just going to erase everything here and start fresh. Let's create our 4/4 time signature and our measure, or also called a bar, separated by these bar lines. Let's start by placing the notes that we know. Let's go with a quarter note to start with. Worth our 1 beat, and because it's only worth 1 beat, at the beginning of the bar, it is going to be our beat number 1. Again, adding another note, our half note, moving forward in our number counting. this note is going to be played on beat number 2, and it is worth 2 counts. We are going to need 2 numbers to count. Number 2, and next would be number 3. And lastly, to finish off count number 4, what rest is worth only 1 beat? You got it, our fancy squiggly quarter rest. Let's count this one out together. All of our notes will have the sounds and being played on their beat, and our rest will be silent, no sound, on beat number 4 for this example. Get ready. Here we go, and 1, 2, 3, shh. Excellent, let's try that 2 times in a row. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, loop around, and play it again. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's do one last one with our 4 beats. Let's start off quiet with a hat rest, or also known as a half rest, which is worth 2 beats. 1, 2. So our next note will start on beat number 3. Let's add in a half worth 2 beats, so 3 and 4. Excellent. Let's try counting this one. We're going to be silent for 1, 2, and then a sound for 3, 4. Here we go. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Let's loop this one 3 times this time. So starting on our beat number 1 all the way to 4, looping around twice. Great. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Awesome, well done. And if you are having some troubles keeping up on any of these examples, no worries. Try it out again. Play some add-on. Add-on is when you play the first beat and then wait for the next 3 beats, go back, play the first 2 beats, and then wait for 3 and 4, go back again, 1, 2, 3 we play, wait on 4, and then last time, playing all 4 beats and practicing until you master it. Great! Once you've mastered page 14, counting our notes and rests, make sure to follow Kmusic and Design on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also considering supporting me on patreon.com/kmusicanddesign. Thank you for including me in your musical journey. Happy learning!